starters. There's not as much, there's default social space on Twitter, on Facebook, because we're ourselves bringing our social groups there, and then we tend to individually Tumble or connect the people we know sometimes if they all comment on a picture we posted or something like that. But it's not built in order to give you that sense of ongoingness and connection and connectivity, not the least of which is that everything disappears quite quickly, and just the sense of being in a place. It doesn't give you a sense, I don't know if anyone watches TWIT, and sometimes if you're on TWIT, it's a really great series of tech shows. They have this open IRC chat, and it's just open all the time. It's like a bar, those people are there, and they know each other, and they get total tech support from each other, and that's what's part of made that place thrive. I mean, you could open rooms like that to some degree. I don't know, you guys are the interface experts, not me, but that sense of ongoingness and connectivity is tough to get because of how, because everything is designed, to me, in my opinion, very amateur, non-design opinion. Like when I start making a play, like I think most artists, I'm really driven by maybe an image that comes to me, but I especially have an emotional goal. I have an emotional goal that I want everyone to feel. I want everyone to go away feeling a certain way. I want to have a certain moment that feels a certain way. And to me, that drives everything you're doing, because you're checking everything against that eventually as you make the thing. Some stuff comes to you, it's very strong, you put it in, you take it out. I think you have to have a goal, and there aren't social emotional goals to a lot of places. We have a lot of information, but we don't have a lot of sense of place and emotional goal. And to me, now that we are starting to have social media, meaning social space, meaning here we are in real time, people together, we need to think of it, I think, more as like rooms and space together. So I see that everything they're designed around is display advertising, or data. It's like things seem to be built in order to give you more of that and make that easier. And when you do that, we're kind of all being contorted into whatever fits into that goal. And I do think when you have this space that people are in, and you build whatever models business-wise you're going to build around that, it's going to be more pull and push. You're not going to have to constantly go after, like with conflict, like I talked about at the beginning, you have to keep stoking the conflict and wackiness fires. See reality TV and mainstream media, because the last got to be different from the last one. Why am I going to notice? You guys are designers, you understand contrast and difference. I didn't even notice this other thing, unless it was sufficiently differently weird, and ultimately more crazy, amped up, more in volume and tone than the last thing. Now I can notice it. Ongoing collective inquiry sounds super relevant to me. I have cancer, I gotta figure out what the hell this is. That'll drive you a lot more. And these people care about me and care what happened to me? Yes, that's the first place I'm going. The caring, you cannot substitute for it, but I don't think we have a lot of space. So I don't know if that's specific enough to answer your Facebook question, but I would love to see you guys really all just go nail Facebook. We're gonna be in a scary world if it keeps going, I think, that way, and everything gets designed like Facebook. And that's the only place we can go talk to each other. That's not good. It feels like I should have wrapped up a long time ago, but I'm just too excited to answer all your questions. I'm not somebody you really want me to talk to. I want to first of all just say, let me just do a quick wrap up, and then for people who really want to stay and ask questions, I'll stay. How's that? Are we allowed in here? Because I don't want to feel like I'm holding everyone captive to like 5 people who really want to ask me questions, or 10. And if you really want to stay, great. But just a quick wrap up is. You can find me at all these places. I'm happy to answer questions. I do lots of stand-up, which I love, and I was going to just do stand-up all night, but it's not what I'm here for. And I think your jobs are incredibly important, and I hope you can try to influence the places that you're working to think about why people are there in the first place, and who is going to be there, and maybe have it be part of what you guys are able to do is get that right person. And these need to not be low-level positions. We need this notion of tumbling everywhere. We need people who are making real decisions to understand I've got to connect on the fly things that are happening so that people can stay together and we can continually converse or continually be together. And then, play around and please share your ideas. We'll probably put a wiki up at tumblevision.tv. But please, share what's working. Okay, this helps when people came this way, or this kind of person really was able to pull these people out of their shell more. I think we'll see lots more shows. I'm planning on doing tons of podcasts, maybe even a network. I wouldn't be surprised if there's as many podcasts and shows as blogs eventually. And that sense of hosting, part of the reason is it gives you a sense of place with the person connecting. And I will be doing it, spending half the time in the chat room, and hopefully eventually I want video and lots of other tools we don't have yet, so we'll talk together, be together. So please try to make it better, and remember that, you know, it's people before data. Like, we made the data, it did not make us. Thank you.